So we have a new project, and today we're gonna do a valve with male and female threaded connections for milk industry. Threaded connection is gonna be SMS. It's local for Scandinavian market, and at this moment I just need to open the valve and remove the internals because it's rubber and it's gonna burn if we're gonna weld very close to it. Now I'm using stainless steel knife to work on stainless steel. That's important. Never use a carbon knife. It's gonna leave stains, and after some time it's gonna start rusting. Here you go. That's a sanitary valve. Internals out, and we put everything back together. Also very important to grease up all the threads because you might seize, and you don't want that. Then you have an extra job to remove it and put something new. So use food grade grease like here. I'm using Super Lube, made in USA. One of the best ones. Small tubes, easy to work with, easy to carry with yourself every time. Now I'm gonna prepare male side adapter or thread using silicone gasket because I'm welding very close and silicone won't burn. If you're gonna use EPDM, it's just gonna burn and leaves a lot of stains. This is the perfect thing that I found in YouTube. Kapton tape. 3M is making it, but I'm buying knockoffs. It's not necessary. 3M costs a lot, and knockoffs are good enough. That way we will not leave any stains because of the heat. Normally a little bit acetone. We're gonna clean everything. That's important. Remove all the grease and everything. Manufacturing stuff. There is a lot of things. Try to use same cloth. Doesn't leave any stains, and it works very well. Then we get the other side on top of it, and silicone purging plug that I made myself. Does the job. And I'm using Fury cups, which is pretty normal. On this occasion I'm using number 10, Jazzy. So now we're tacking. First stacks, just to get it in place. I try to do 180 degrees tacks. Sometimes it lifts up a lid, so I tack a little bit closer to level it out. That's couple control tacks. And now we're gonna tack all the way around, and I'm doing that just because I want to make sure when I'm welding that it won't lift one side. Otherwise it's gonna be a little bit hard and it might go off the angle, so it's not gonna be very straight. So I'm tacking all the way around, so that way it's just gonna be stable, and whenever I'm welding, if I need to stop or something, it won't lift the other side, so we're not gonna end up with spacings. And at the same time I have a machine set up on tack, so I get 0.1 second arc and it automatically stops. Sometimes you cannot react that fast, and for example if you don't have auto darkening mask, then you can hold it even longer, so that way you're just gonna burn through. But doesn't really matter here, we're using backing also while we're tacking. I mean backing gas. And for the gas I'm using argon now, so it's purging, and for the torch both of the same gas does the job. We do use helium sometimes, but we do it more for like medicine welding and stuff like that. Now we're gonna be welding. Of course, we're using pulse. That way you reduce the heat input into the whole part. And of course, it's gonna be much nicer. Pulse settings, like I guess most of the guys who learned it properly, I got from the Weldmonger on YouTube, and I started from those. So now I have my own setup, but you have to start somewhere. And we try to keep it pretty slow, control the puddle, see what's going on, make sure that you're through. It's pretty easy to see. Also, we're using aluminum plate, so that way the part while you're welding not gonna stick to it. If you're gonna use stainless, it's gonna be sticky, it's gonna feel like it's sticking to the table. So aluminum doesn't do that on DC, so you just have better control. And here we go, slope down, a little bit of gas, and we're done with this side. Now we're gonna go straight up. So you see I'm able to touch the part, it's still not that hot, pretty easy to work with. And make sure that you're keeping the speed. That way it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good outside and inside. As you see, there is a number plus of this tape that I'm using. You can actually see through that. So sometimes we're using that tape to cover it up for the purge gas. And I can inspect the weld in the middle of it. We're gonna see in the other projects, I'll make some videos. And here we go, we are done. So now we're gonna just let it cool down, and after that we can clean it off and everything. That's a little bit after shot, trying to see a little bit more. Thank you for watching, and let's see on the other projects.